previous lessons, you learned about the reproductive structures in a typical flower. In this lesson, we will see what happens after double fertilization occurs inside the ovules. After fertilization, the ovules develop into seeds. The ovary surrounding the ovules ripens into the fruit. As the ovaries and ovules of the flower are maturing, the remaining flower parts dry up and fall off. Here is a great cross-section showing the ovary of this flower ripening into a zucchini squash. The seeds inside the growing zucchini were once tiny ovules inside an ovary. The petals and stamen of the flower are still clinging to the end of the ripening ovary, but they will eventually dry up and fall off, leaving just a dry spot at the end of the zucchini. The ovules develop into seeds. Seeds possess a tough seed coat which protects the developing embryo from drying out. The endosperm is nutritive tissue which supplies the developing embryo with food. These three components, seed coat, embryo, and endosperm, are found in all seeds. These two diagrams show a cross-section of two different seeds. The letter A points to the protective seed coat. B points to the nutritive endosperm. D is pointing to the embryo. The seed contains one or two modified leaves, or cotyledons, marked by the letter C. Cotyledons contain stored nutrients that help to nourish the embryo as it grows. Some plants have only one seed leaf and are called monocotyledons, mono meaning one. For short, they are known as monocots. Other plants have two seed leaves and are called dicotyledons, di meaning two. For short, they are called dicots. Let's take a closer look at the plant embryos in both monocots and dicots. A plant embryo is made up of three parts: the epicotyl, hypocotyl, and radicle. The epicotyl is the upper part of the embryo that will give rise to the leaves and the upper part of the stem. This image shows the first leaves emerging from the pair of cotyledons. These leaves developed from the epicotyl portion of the embryo. The hypocotyl is found just below the epicotyl and gives rise to the lower part of the stem. The radicle is the lowermost part of the embryo that develops into the roots. The embryos will develop into new plants, but first the seeds must be dispersed. Some are dispersed by wind, some by water, some seeds hitch rides on animals, while others are encased in appetizing fruits that are eaten by animals and then passed in their feces. In all cases, the seeds get to travel to new destinations to spread their populations. When a seed lands in a place with conditions suitable for growth, it will germinate and the plant embryo begins to grow. As they develop, plants grow both taller and thicker in diameter. Special regions called meristems or meristematic tissue allow this growth to happen by mitosis. Apical meristems found in the tips of the roots and shoots allow a plant to grow in length. Lateral meristems, found just under the bark, allow a plant to grow thicker in diameter. Now you know the process that is involved in producing seeds and the steps that a young seed must take to grow into a mature plant.